Hello, YouTube. It's the asshole again. I'm back. You know, I'm going to start an organization. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be an organization for all of the pathetic loser men out there who can't get laid. We need some kind of a backing. You know what I'm saying? We need to band together and we need to speak up and speak out for all the fuckers out there who aren't getting it. And, you know, I'm starting to wonder, does it really have anything to do with looks? I saw an amazingly beautiful woman the other day with a guy that must have weighed at least 250, 300 pounds. But the guy was full of shit. You know, they're always saying have confidence, have respect for yourself. That's not something that comes easy to some people. Sure, I've got confidence, but I've got a mentality problem. I've always felt inferior around good-looking women. And, you know, I get around this hot girl who has an amazing ass, who has breasts to die for. I'm just standing there, and all I can think about is how I would love to throw her in the back of the car and just fucking live in hell out of her. But, you know, that's just my animal instincts telling me that. But if I were to walk up and say this to this girl, more than likely she would smack the living shit out of me. I'd go to jail for sexual harassment, and I'd probably receive 1 to 5 years probation. I'd be required to wear a dick bracelet, so whenever my dick went into a position or a spot that it wasn't supposed to be in, a cop would come and say, why is your dick getting too near that fucking woman standing over there? Oh, you don't have to worry about it, officer, because I guarantee you it's not going anywhere near that woman, no matter how close I get to her. If that made any sense at all. But anyway, back to the fucking point. I am so sick and tired of girls who date these fucking losers. What do they see in these guys? Can someone please explain that to me? It's like, I'm starting to think, this is my theory on this subject. I mean, I know a lot of girls who are corporate girls. They wear the clothes, they got the looks, they got the money. They're fucking on their own, going to school, and their boyfriend is a lazy, fucking worthless piece of shit, has no job, doesn't go to school, has an IQ of about 85, smokes pot, gets drunk every day, is completely incapable of taking care of himself. And this is my theory on that. Maybe the girl feels so insecure about herself that she feels that the only way she's ever going to have a man is if she has this one particular man. That's the only way she'll ever have one. And so she wants to keep this one particular man incapable of supporting himself. That way he will be dependent on her. That way she has more of an advantage. So he's kind of has no choice but to stay with her. That's just one theory. But I don't understand why a woman would think that. Most women are aware of the times and the facts enough to realize that men are a dime a dozen. Believe me, guys, we are expendable. You know, for every guy that leaves a girl, there's 10 more lining up ready to take her. So, women shouldn't be afraid of losing a guy, believe me. But because there's always plenty more to take the spot. And, you know, I mean, there are great guys out there, just like there's great women. And one thing I've learned is that since we're all horribly imperfect, you get with somebody, and when you develop an infatuation for somebody, you refuse to analyze the bad sides of the person. All you see are the good sides, because your dick is telling you this is the one. It's not love, it's lust at first sight. There's no such thing as love at first sight. You see this beautiful girl walking down the street, your heart is telling you, I want her. We can be in love, we can live happily ever after in a little town, in a little bitty house by the sea, and we can make love during the day, and we can have children and live in a fairy tale life. Bullshit. It's all hormones charging, saying, fuck her, fuck her, fuck her, fuck the shit out of her. Get her pregnant, move on. Get her pregnant, move on. Animal instincts. That's all it is. It's not love. It's not compassion. It's not relationship. It's fucking chemical reactions in the brain. End of story. But, anyway, there are many ways that you can morph this supposed lust into thinking that it is love. And therefore, you are willing to ignore the bad sides of the person. Because when you get with someone, for the first few months, everything's going to go great. You're going to laugh together. You're going to tolerate each other's insecurities, each other's vices, each other's shortcomings. Maybe she giggles annoyingly, but you don't let it get to you. Maybe she has little mood swings where she can be a bitch for a moment and then go back to being normal. Okay, everything's fine for a few months. Then you guys move in together and things drastically start to change. You start realizing that this girl is not very clean. She likes to keep a cluttered house while you like to keep a clean house. She likes to watch chick flicks while you like to watch Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. She despises video games, and you, being the worthless, pathetic man that you are, enjoy playing video games like a 14-year-old demented child. Yet you're 31 years old. You just love to go back to that belief that you are a 14-year-old demented child, which you are mentally. But anyway, the girl is mature. She makes mature decisions. She knows how to manage her money. She knows how to get a job. She has a job. She knows how to go through college and study. On the other hand, you are racked with immaturity, as most men are. Most men are so immature that they have to have a woman to keep them in line because they do not clean up after themselves. They do not know how to pay bills on time. They do not know how to fucking get their fat asses up to go to work on time. The woman has to keep them in line and practically be a fucking mother to her, because that's what men are looking for a lot of times. They're not just looking for a lover. They're looking for a mother. Because men want a woman to cry to. Oh, baby, my dick hurts. I can't piss, baby. I went to piss and it got stuffed in my urethra. I can't piss, baby. You kiss it, make it feel better. Oh, goddamn. They want the woman. Oh, it's okay, honey. Your dick hurt, honey. It's okay, baby. Mommy make it feel better. You want mommy suck on daddy dick for you. It's okay, honey. That's what the men want. They want a mother figure. But they also want the lover figure. That way they get, the best of both worlds. They get the mother that's going to bring them chicken noodle soup when they're feeling down and wake them up in the morning when it's time to go to work. But at the same time, when they get horny, they're going to give them a blowjob and spray whipped cream on their dick and suck it off. Some people say that I'm horribly blunt, but hey, truth hurts. But anyway, the point to this long line of profanity and vulgar use of language is that your relationships are not going to be what you think they are, because relationships are something you have to work hard at. And I don't know if I'm ready to put forth the effort into a relationship, because if you think about it, are relationships fun or pleasure or work? I'm leaning more towards work, because I've always wondered, why do we feel like we have to have relationships? Because a lot of times relationships can keep you from succeeding. You know what I mean? Since I'm not in a relationship, I can donate the time that I would be on the phone with some girl for 2, 3, 4 hours to writing a book or doing something I want to do. But there's a price to pay for being single. You don't get any. And that can get very, very hard. Because this gets old after a while, believe me. And that's why I want to start the organization for the no pussy getting motherfuckers. Because we have the right to stand up and say, you know what, assholes, you get all the pussy, we need some too. We're tired of jerking off. Our hands are getting calluses on them, you know what I'm saying? We need some release. Come on, women, pay us a little bit of attention. We may be pathetic losers, but in the real world, we know how to succeed. We're more mature than the loser boyfriends that you guys feel that you have to date. You don't have to date them. They're fucking losers. Wake up. I'll come over to your house. I'll take the loser that's living with you. I'll beat his ass. I'll throw him out in the front yard, and I'll move in. At least I'll help pay the bill. Fuck it.